Hey everyone, JagTagger93 here with another episode of Step by Step with a Casual Cody. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about old school sportsmanship. Now, one thing I've heard streamers go on about, especially streamers that have been in the scene for a while, is that sportsmanship and, toxic behavior is something that old school players did back in the day, that we were, that players today are too soft, right? And I really hate that excuse because that's not how I remember it. I've been playing Street Fighter since Street Fighter 1, since the original cabinet. Well, not the original with the pressure pads. The one that my local pizza place actually had different buttons. So for, jab, medium, fierce, and whatnot. But anyway, back then, there were rules that players understood. And if you didn't understand them, you would be politely explained to, what you did and didn't do. So, for example, basic arcade etiquette back in the day was you put down a quarter and meant you're waiting to play. One other thing, too, is if you're playing against a player and it's clear that you're clearly better than the other player, you may do certain things for them. You may avoid throwing them. You may, if they get dizzy in-game, you'll let them recover, and so on, and stuff like that. So here, I'm playing in a lobby, and I'm matched up against a rookie player. And I'm playing a Sagat, a character I don't really know. But I'm kind of feeling them out. I'm wondering, okay, do you know how to tech throw? Are you blocking? I'm just kind of seeing what they know, because even though they're marked as rookie, I'm not... You can't always take that for granted. I swear I've been paired up with rookies before. See, I'm letting them recover there. But I've been paired up with rookies before that were actually really, really good. I swear they were sharking me. But after that, I'm pretty sure that this person is probably new to the game. So here you're seeing me do some of those old school sportsmanship things I'm talking about. They were dizzied, and I let them recover. Here I'm going to do something that back in the day we did too for players that were new or learning, and it's called, giving them seconds, allowing them more time on the arcade cabinet before we take on new opponents. So here I'm going to deliberately throw the second round, actually. I'm still going to get in a little bit of offense, but again, I'm going to let them recover. And from here, I'm just going to let them win the round. At the same time, I'm kind of poking them a little too, because I want them to learn, okay, please block, Don't always be pressing buttons. But here I kind of let off on the offense because they're low on health, and I do want them to win the second round. I also really want a cool hot dog hat, actually. I also remember back in the day, too, it was considered cheap to throw in Street Fighter 2, so if you're not playing competitively, you might, if you're thrown, your opponent may allow you to throw them back. Just stuff like that. So yeah, here I'm going to get my hot dog hat. I was really happy that this player knew about this in this stage, actually. So I was like, great. So I got my cool hat. So here I want to go a little harder, but I'm not doing anything... I'm not trying to, win. I'm trying to teach them. So I do a very basic combo of that again and again. And I want them to anti-air me. And here they gotta do it, and they don't. So I'm gonna let them recover. And I want them to learn, anti-air. But I'd back off of that, I'm like, okay, just block one of these punches, just block. But no, they weren't doing that, so I'm playing them, and I'm not playing really to win, I'm playing to hopefully show them, okay, please block, please anti-air. And we're in a lobby too, so if the player's, learning, I might just throw the match and, give them the win. But yeah, so that was just me, being very, old school and practicing good sportsmanship. Now, the ironic thing here is my next opponent, not really a good sport. You're going to see what happens next here. Yeah, so I'm getting paired up now with a G player who's a gold, a higher ranked player. So G is one of those characters that I just always love seeing. He's actually one of my favorite characters from Street Fighter 5. He's just so presidential. So no matter what, I'm always having fun playing against G. Even if I'm getting completely worked, it's still always a treat playing against G, because just look at him. Look at that Lincoln hat. You can't not love G, right? So here I'm bracing myself. I'm like, okay, this guy is gonna really work me, which is good. I could use the the wake up after playing the newer player, playing against one that's more experienced. Waiting to load as he strokes his beard. Yeah, I can dig it. There we go. I was kind of surprised he immediately, dashed in like that. But I'm like, okay, so what kind of player is he going to be? So here I'm just really feeling him out. And again, I love G's theme too. Yeah, he's got combos. He's got combos. He can punish. Thing is, he's not blocking him much at all. Like when I do the tin can swing with the tin can, I'm usually counting on my player to block the other player to block that because you can see it coming by a mile away. When I do that, I'm always expecting to block, so I get a half second to dash in, but he didn't block. So I'm seeing now in the second round that this G player is very aggressive. He's constantly pressing buttons, which is a shame because I also saw that he knows how to punish with G, so if he can, yeah, like right here, he had his chance, but if he's just more patient with me, he could really make me pay. But yeah, no, I just go to town on him, man. Here he's going to rage quit. And yeah, no, I just find that very ironic that I get paired up with a rage quitter right after I practice, good sportsmanship with a newer player. And again, that G player is, more experienced than I am. They had more points and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty ironic. But anyway, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. And this has been another episode of Step by Step with a Casual Cody. Take care and have a good one. This is JagTagger93 signing out.